you agree that abortion should be outlawed? Or what is your position? Let me rephrase that. I don't want to be a leading person. What is your position?
Leading the witness.
What is your position on abortion?
I have always been pro-life. I believe that life begins at conception, and I believe that life is valuable, whether it's in the womb or even at the other end, where we've had discussions in the past about euthanasia, and that the primary responsibility of the government is to protect life. And I believe that it should be something that the states are involved in, which obviously they're not with Roe v. Wade at this point, or they have very limited scope, I should say, with Roe v.
I've just, so to be clear, I'm personally against abortion myself, but politically, I'd say that I'm more of a pro-choice person. People who make that choice. What happens to people who have abortions, or doctors who do abortions? Are they criminally charged? What happens to them if you outlaw abortion, or if abortion is?
What should happen to them if you?
What should happen to a woman who gets an abortion, even though there's a law that she should not be allowed to have an abortion? Does she get imprisoned? Or does the doctor lose his or her license? How tough do you have to be trying to protect life from inception?
Well, I think that we need to do everything to protect and advance life, and I think in the same way where you had the doctor who was committing inappropriate abortions that went to court recently. It's the same thing, and if it means assuming that it was outlawed, if it meant pulling the doctor's license, I think that's the way it should be. I think that
what about the mother?
I've and this is just a truly honest answer. I haven't actually given that thought. So,
okay.
I just want to be honest on it. To me, what we've had is we haven't had a culture of life. And unfortunately, you see a lot of these abortion clinics are in urban communities and in minority communities, and I think that that's a shame as well. The important thing is that life should be considered precious, in the time that we are advocating taking life versus keeping life. And this is the thing that I've never understood about Democrats, whether it was President Obama or whoever, is they'll say, well, I'm personally pro-life, but I think that it's okay politically. And that makes no sense. Or they'll say, I think we should reduce the number of abortions. Well, why should you reduce the number of abortions if you don't think it's life? And if you do think it's life, then why are you trying to terminate it?
Okay.